The Atlantic wind off Montauk slammed the cedar-shingled mansion like it had a personal grudge. Victoria Langford, 68, barefoot in linen, opened the 12-foot mahogany door at 3:17 p.m. on the first Saturday in June. The sun behind the two figures on the threshold turned them into silhouettes. Tall man, shorter woman, both clutching the kind of cheap sunglasses you buy at a gas station. "Mom," the woman said, voice cracking like thin ice. Victoria didn't flinch. She had practiced this moment in the mirror for 3 months, ever since the real estate closing papers were signed and the lottery check cleared. Still, hearing the word mom after 15 years was a punch to the solar plexus. Landon, her only child, 39 now, stepped forward first. The boy who once begged for her lemon ricotta cupcakes at 4 a.m. had been replaced by a man whose jawline carried the soft bloat of too many craft cocktails. Behind him stood Sophia, the wife Victoria had met exactly once, at a wedding where Sophia's mother had asked if Victoria did private catering. "We were in the neighborhood," Landon lied. Victoria's laugh came out dry, like salt spray. "The neighborhood is 23 acres of private beach. Try again." Sophia's eyes flicked past Victoria to the foyer. The Noguchi coffee table, the Basquiat sketch above the console, the infinity edge of the pool visible through floor-to-ceiling glass. The gaze was quick, professional, the way a jeweler sizes a stone. "Come in," Victoria said, because the script demanded it. "Shoes off. Sand stays outside." 15 years earlier, Victoria had sold cupcakes from a dented silver cart on 72nd and Broadway. Rain, sleet, nor'easter, she was there by 5:30 a.m., thermoses of coffee, ricotta whipped by hand at 3 a.m. in a one-bedroom on West 104th. Landon, 24 then, had just landed his first content creator gig. He texted her once, "Mom, can you spot me $800 for ring lights?" She sent $1,200. 3 months later came the wedding invitation. Thick cardstock, gold foil, no +1 for Mom. The RSVP card had a line for dietary restrictions. Victoria wrote, "Love." They never saw it. After that, radio silence birth announcements arrived via Instagram. Triplets, 2 boys and a girl, born premature. NICU, GoFundMe link. Victoria sent $5,000 anonymously. No thank you. She kept baking, kept smiling at strangers who called her Cupcake Lady, kept a box of unsent birthday cards in her closet. Then, on a whim, she bought a $20 scratch-off at the bodega on Columbus. The clerk scanned it twice. "Lady, you just won $4.2 million after taxes." She didn't scream. She bought a second coffee, walked to Central Park, and sat on a bench until the pigeons finished her croissant. Inside the mansion, Landon's loafers left faint scuff marks on the heated marble. Sophia clutched a designer tote that had seen better decades. Victoria poured 3 glasses of water from a pitcher with cucumber and mint. She did not offer wine. "Sit," she said. They chose the edge of the cream linen sofa, back straight like children called to the principal. Landon cleared his throat. "We heard about the lottery." "Of course you did." Victoria sipped. "Page 6, the Post, and your cousin Riley, who still owes me for his bar mitzvah sheet cake." Sophia attempted a smile. "We're so happy for you, Victoria. Really. This place—" She gestured, bracelets clinking. "It's a dream." "It's a house," Victoria corrected. "Dreams don't come with property taxes." Silence stretched. Outside, gulls wheeled over the dunes. Landon tried again. "The kids, Asher, Beckett, and Harper, they ask about you." Victoria set her glass down with a click. "Do they know my name, or just that Grandma won the lottery?" Sophia's cheeks flushed. "They know you baked. They love cupcakes." Victoria stood. "Let me show you something." She led them through the kitchen, Sub-Zero, Le Cornu range, island the size of a small yacht, down a hallway lined with black and white photos, not family, strangers. A woman in scrubs buying a cupcake at 6 a.m. before a double shift. A teenage boy using his last $3 for a birthday treat for his mom. An elderly man in a threadbare coat who always left a quarter tip and said, "You make the world sweeter, Miss Vicky." "These," Victoria said, "are the people who kept me company while you built your brand." Landon's jaw tightened. "We were busy. Startups, influencer deals, the kids." "Stop." Victoria's voice was soft steel. "You posted 37 sponsored stories the week Harper started kindergarten, I counted." Sophia's eyes filled. "We messed up. We know that now." "Now," Victoria echoed. "When the crypto tanked and your McMansion in Greenwich is in foreclosure. When the Tesla's on its third repo notice. When Sophia's Pilates studio folded because the members aged out." Landon flinched. "How did you—" "Instagram lives forever, darling. So does Zillow." They moved to the deck. The pool glowed turquoise. Beyond it, the ocean churned, whitecaps like lace. Victoria leaned on the glass railing. "I used to dream you'd show up with the kids, sandy feet, sticky fingers, begging for the lemon ricotta recipe. I'd teach them to zest, to fold, to wait for the exactly perfect crack in the crust." She turned. "Instead, you show up with a GoFundMe link in your eyes." Sophia whispered, "We need $250,000, just to bridge us. The kids' school." "Exeter," Victoria supplied. "Tuition $68,000 times 3, plus the stable fees for Harper's Pony, plus the Hamptons rental you can't afford this summer." Landon's face hardened. "You checked." "I Googled. It's amazing what parents post when they think grandma's dead." Victoria walked to the outdoor kitchen, opened the Sub-Zero, pulled out a single cupcake, lemon ricotta, her signature. She unwrapped it slowly. "This is the last one I baked for you," she said to Landon. "Your 21st birthday. You said it was too basic for your new aesthetic." She took a bite. Crumbs fell like snow. Landon's voice cracked. "I was an idiot." "Yes," Sophia tried. "The kids could visit. Summer's here. We could—" "Could what? Post photos with hashtag grandma goals while I pay for their orthodontia?" Victoria licked frosting from her thumb. "I have a counteroffer." They leaned forward, hopeful. "Leave, now. And I won't tell the Exeter Admissions Board why their star applicants' parents are trending on Fail Army." Landon stood. "You're blackmailing us?" "No, I'm setting boundaries. Something you never learned." Sophia's tears spilled. "They're your grandchildren. They're your consequence." Victoria walked inside, returned with an envelope inside. A check for $50 and a Metro North ticket to Penn Station. "Gas money," she said. "One way." Landon stared at the check like it was Monopoly money. "You're serious." "Deadly." Sophia reached for Victoria's hand. Victoria let her hold it for 3 seconds, then pulled away. "Tell the kids," Victoria said. "Grandma's bakery is closed, but the beach is public. They're welcome to build sandcastles, without me bankrolling the moat." They left at 4:02 p.m. The Tesla coughed to life, rolled down the crushed oyster shell drive. Victoria watched until the taillights disappeared beyond the privet hedge. She poured herself a glass of Sancerre, walked to the beach path. The sand was still warm. She kicked off her espadrilles, let the tide kiss her toes. Her phone buzzed. A text from Martha, her market confidant turned neighbor 2 dunes over. "They gone?" Victoria. "Like a bad dream." Martha. "Cocktails at mine. Bring the good gin." That night, Victoria hosted the Abandoned Matriarchs Club. 6 women, all over 65, all ditched by offspring, who'd rebranded family as networking event. They drank gin, ate lemon ricotta cupcakes Victoria had baked at dawn, and toasted to compound interest in therapy. Martha raised her glass. "To the daughters and sons who taught us the true meaning of return on investment." Laughter echoed over the dunes. July brought a letter, handwritten, from Harper, age 12. "Dear Grandma, Mom says you hate us. I don't think that's true. I found your cupcakes on Pinterest. Can you teach me? I have $47 saved from dog walking. I can pay. Love." Harper enclosed. A Polaroid of Harper holding a lopsided cupcake. "Gap-toothed grin," Victoria cried. Then she baked. She mailed a box, 6 perfect cupcakes, a handwritten recipe card, and a note. Lesson 1. Zest is life. Lesson 2. Love isn't a transaction. When you're ready for both, take the jitney. I'll meet you at the station. No parents, just us. August. The jitney pulled in at 2:14 p.m. Harper stepped off alone, backpack shaped like a unicorn, eyes wide. Victoria waited in a linen dress the color of sea glass. They baked until sunset. Harper's first batch collapsed. Her second rose like hope. At dusk, they walked the beach. Harper asked, "Why didn't you save my mom and dad?" Victoria considered. "Because saving them would have drowned me, and I needed to learn to swim." Harper nodded, wise beyond 12. "Mom says money changed you." "Money," Victoria said, "just gave me the courage to stop apologizing for taking up space." September. Landon called. Voicemail. "Harper won't stop talking about you. She wants to come every weekend. This is ruining our narrative." Victoria didn't call back October. Sophia filed for divorce, cited emotional abandonment, took the kids to a 2-bedroom in New Haven. Landon kept the Tesla. It was repossessed in November. December. Harper arrived with a Christmas card. Stick figure grandma and granddaughter, hearts over their heads. Inside, "Can I call you Vicky?" Victoria wrote back, "Only if I can call you Chef." The following June, Victoria opened a pop-up bakery on Main Street in East Hampton. Line out the door. Harper, now 13, worked weekends, apron tied with a perfect bow. Landon showed up on opening day, stood at the back, hands in pockets. Victoria served him a cupcake, on the house. He took one bite, eyes closed. Still the best. "Recipe hasn't changed," she said. "You have." He paid for 6 more, left a $100 tip. Years later, when Harper won a James Beard Rising Star Award at 25, her acceptance speech began. "My grandmother taught me that the secret ingredient isn't love, it's boundaries." Victoria watched from the audience, linen dress the color of sea glass, eyes shining. Afterward, a reporter asked, "Any regrets?" Victoria smiled. "Only that I didn't buy the lottery ticket sooner. The mansion still stands, the cupcakes still rise, the ocean still roars." And every June, on the anniversary of the day, 2 ghosts showed up begging. Victoria bakes 1 extra lemon ricotta cupcake, walks to the beach, and lets the tide take it. A gift to the sea, a reminder to herself. A boundary, perfectly frosted,